Hello and welcome to my demonstration of the Get Vaccinated app prototype. This prototype was created to assure that the algorithmic component was working in the manner in which it was designed. Throughout this process, I was able to click through items to see what actually worked and what didn't work. So it helped us to have a visualization of the algorithmic component. So for a quick demonstration, I will first walk us through the scheduling of a vaccine. To schedule a vaccine, the first thing that the user needs to do is click Schedule a Vaccine. Here they are asked some pre-screening questions. First, if they've been exposed in the last 14 days to COVID, if they have tested positive for COVID, or if they've had any symptoms of COVID. If they say yes to any of these items, they're not eligible for a vaccine at this time to make an appointment. If they are reading through these questions and they realize that no, they have not had any symptoms, they've not been exposed, and they haven't tested positive, they will be taken to another menu to be determined if they're eligible. At the time a prototype was done, we were still in the phases of COVID that dealt with certain groups of people being allowed to get a vaccine. So the first question would be, are you 50 years of older? If they say no, then they're asked the second qualifying question. Do they have any medical conditions associated that would qualify them? If they say no, they're taken to the third question, which is then, are they considered an essential worker or a teaching profession? If again they say no, then they are taken back to a pop-up that says they're not eligible at this time to book an appointment and that they can try later when requirements may have changed. So if we go through this menu again and schedule the appointment, let's say that no, they haven't tested positive, they haven't come in contact, and they've had no symptoms. They'll be taken to the eligibility questions. And in this case, for time's sake, I will say, yes, we're 50 years or older. At which point, they will be taken to a map option where they can enter in their zip code to do search. Here then locations should appear, at which point they can select a location that is close to them and hit submit, at which point they will need to select a date and then a time. Once they've selected a date, a time, and a location, they'll need to enter their name and email address. Our app is designed so that they do not need to create an account or have any login information. Once they have done this, it will book their appointment and it will confirm the details with them. This way they have a confirmation number and the location where their vaccine is to be given to them. At this point, they can add it to their calendar or they can go home. For demonstration purposes, we'll go to Add to Calendar. The first calendar option I have available on here is Apple, and they can click OK and add it to their calendar. Additionally, we have a Google option, and they can add it to their Google Calendar as well. When they're done, they'll be taken back to the main menu. If they choose not to schedule an appointment and they just say cancel, it will take them to this main menu as well. So if you already have an appointment and you would like to cancel your appointment or check on it or reschedule it, you just go to here and you enter your confirmation number and your name and you click search. This will give you information about you and what would you like to do. Would you like to cancel or reschedule? In this case, we'll just say cancel. Here you are asked to review the details and exit if you change your mind or continue with canceling. In this case, we're going to continue to cancel and it will tell us that the appointment has been canceled. If we wish to change our appointment, we would take our confirmation number and our last name and hit search. And instead, we would reschedule our appointment, which would take us back to the location. Even though we want to reschedule our appointment, maybe we don't want to use the same location. Maybe we'll be somewhere else, closer to our work instead of closer to our home. So we'll choose that location and click submit. Choose our date. And I'm going to do this on my lunch hour and fill out my name and my email and again be provided with the information. And since I don't want to add it to my calendar, I'm just going to say home. I don't need to add it to my calendar. If you want to report side effects, you can just click on the report side effects and it will take you to the VARS site so that you can report any adverse side effects, and all the information is on their site available so that you can do that. Lastly, we have static links, which will provide facts about COVID. So it just gives them some information about things they should be doing to help stop the spread. And you can click home from there, or you can click resources and be taken to resources. If you go to resources, it will give you a link to the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, where you can find out more details about COVID and how to stop the spread, or more information in general. From the resources link, you can also just go to facts, or you can click home and return to home. And for now, that concludes our demonstration of all the items that I have created the algorithmic component in the diagram. Thank you.